2023 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Well, for Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots in the 03-04 seasons. So we're going on 20 years here. What kind of chances do you give the Chiefs of pulling it off?
Well, traditionally, we know how difficult those chances are. Hey, we can't get a repeat winner in the NFC East, so you know it's tough in the NFL to go back-to-back, let alone win a Super Bowl. But here's the thing about this team. Culture, a word we use almost too often, is really ingrained in a positive way in Kansas City. Not only do they believe, but they've got a heck of a roster, too.
Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, what a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
And just think about this. The only people ahead.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown,
and it's third down. Now it's gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Toney.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Right back to Toney. He's got another one.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing left sideline complete. It's James. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Jody Fortson
from 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Now Goff.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down Lions.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Goff. And this is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw, Goff. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Mahomes going to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here come the Lions now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A throw over the middle taken in. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle, down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Montgomery, another target and catch.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. This is going to be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shack the D and rip off a pretty big play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 26 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams.
75 yards.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Mahomes now on first down. A dump down to McKinnon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Take it in at the 22. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 33, here's second down and 8.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now this throw caught left side. He got 29 yards that time.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first and 10, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
On fourth down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good,
and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Now a first down throw. Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down. Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he missed it. It's no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington Commanders, as they'll square off with the visiting Arizona Cardinals. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Lions' 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that'll be caught by Tony. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
KC's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Mahomes now on first down. Fighting through pressure. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the... They're in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Lions.
On first down, it's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Detroit.
Goff now looking to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Lions.
Here's Goff.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Goff again.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Detroit.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
And this one out quickly to James.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.